Okay. Good morning. So today I will talk about the concept of personalized alignment to total neuroplasticity, the perspective of this technique, new concept. So, so far, the classically the target of TKA was mechanical alignment. That means the neutral leg equal HKA angle is 0 degrees, and components are implanted perpendicular to the mechanical axis, and rectangular and equal gap in flexion and extension. So long time we have aimed to this perfect or ideal situation as a goal of total neuroplasticity. But in fact, the leg is not neutral in most patients, and joint line is inclined medially around 3 degrees, and joint gap is not parallel, especially in flexion. So the concept of personalized alignment came along. So previously, the most important concept procedure of the personalized alignment is kinematic alignment. So Dr. Howe proposed the kinematic alignment since 2008, and then this concept has widely spread all over the world. So the kinematic alignment is known as the contrast to the mechanical alignment. That is the one-size-fits-all approach, but kinematic alignment aims to the patient-specific situation, such as joint ligament balance, total alignment, and joint line obliquity. But as I shown before, that there are so many derivatives came out, such as functional alignment, restricted kinematic alignment, soft tissue respecting kinematic alignment, impact kinematic alignment. So many, so that can cause confusion. So now we should include kinematic alignment and its derivatives as the personalized alignment. That means that the goal is, in this concept, personalized alignment, so we aim to the patient specific goal, the patient ideal goal, that is patient ideal or native natural alignment and joint line and ligament balance. So in the personalized alignment is aimed to personalize leg alignment. So some patient is a varus alignment, another patient has native valgus alignment and joint line obliquity. So personalized component alignment. So sometimes this is 3 degrees or 5 degrees varus, and personalized gap. So it can allow the lateral looseness infection. That's the really change of the concept to the aim to the one goal, single goal, or aim to the multiple goals. That is a paradigm shift of the total and unicompartment arthroplasty. So this is a one-size-fits-all approach, or in other words, systematic approach, or patient-specific approach, or individualized approach. So, as I said before, so kinematic alignment, the term of kinematic alignment has been considered as a contrast to mechanical alignment, because kinematic alignment is very, very famous. that is aimed to the individualized goal. But we prefer to use personalized alignment because the kinematic alignment, as I presented yesterday or day before yesterday, kinematic alignment aims to resurfacing using the component through measured resection technique. So that's the so-called true kinematic alignment. But there are some derivatives, so such as restricted kinematic alignment. In the kinematic alignment, bone cut is done within the same range, within the boundaries, otherwise cut in the defined angle. And functional alignment, that's the aim to create the balance gap throughout the range of motion using the computer-aided devices. And inverse kinematic alignment, that is the tibial fat technique, and then cut the distal and posterior femur on adjusted mechanical alignment. This is a new concept. In this concept, cut the tibia first in the perpendicular to the tibial cutting axis to avoid the loosening of tibias. Then cut the femur side, but unlike the mechanical alignment aimed to the neutral axis, neutral leg alignment, but adjusted mechanical alignment allows a minor varus up to 3 degrees in varus or valgus. So if we allow a slightly varus alignment, so situation can change dramatically. Once we allow minor varus alignment, so soft tissue release will decrease dramatically. So most serious concern about mechanical alignment is medial side tightness. So most patients have a constitutional varus. So in such patients, to correct the leg alignment to be neutral, so medial MCL release is mandatory. So if the patient has a severe varus, we need detach, release the MCL more. That's the problem. So MCL release can cause instability, pain, unadjustable gap. So it is the current situation. So release should be minimized, So this is, I think, this is a kind of personalized alignment system, but unfortunately, so other than the true kinematic alignment, we required computer-aided devices, so-called CAS, such as robot navigation, PSI, personalized patient-specific instrumentation. So far, we can only do without such CAS devices, so true kinematic alignment. And in Japan, soft tissue respecting kinematic alignments are where the tibia bone cut is made parallel to the distal cutting surface of the femur. It is a really popular procedure in Japan. Anyway. Okay. So we need computer-aided devices. So that is a problem. So anyway, this is my challenge to how to perform the restricted kinematic alignment. I believe this is a reasonable option for the Japanese patient where the severe varus alignment is prevalent than the Western countries. So how to perform RKA without CAS using the mechanical jig? It is very, very variable, maybe. So, but is in the way to the finalize the construct is a good procedure, good technique. Anyway, there are two types of TKA. One is the kinematic alignment, is respecting the cylindrical axis. So that is roll that you please image. Kinematic alignment is roller logging on the flat floor. So functional alignment is gap balancing, like swing. So keep the same ligament balance throughout the motion. So this is a completely different. This is there are two types of kinematic alignments. So historically, there are two streams of the total knee aspiracy. One is the anatomical approach. Another one is a functional approach. Anatomical approach is resurfacing, keeping the native situation such as ligament, soft tissue, and native alignment, and only the resurfacing using the component. That is the so-called anatomical approach. This is originated from the bi-unit compartment aspiracy, then innovated to the total contract prosthesis with PCL retention, and then innovated to the current CR or medial pivot component. That's one stream. So in this stream, many surgeons do the major resection. Another one is the functional approach that is originated from the hinge joint, through hinge joint, then innovate to the rolling trap approach, so-called deep dish approach, or command post. That is a less conformed hinge joint. That's innovated to the current PS. So this approach, the gap balance is very important to make the function of the modern hinge joint technique. Then, so in this approach, many surgeons use PS and gap balancing technique. So there are two types of surgeons. One respect anatomy, another respect gap. This is really interesting. So if you meet some TK surgeon, what do you think? What do you like better, anatomical approach or functional approach? There is it is very, very different concept of philosophy. Anyway, so this approach, functional approach, is into the current functional approach, functional alignment approach that aims the balance gap throughout the motion. So the current kinematic alignment aims to the complete resurfacing using the component, retaining the PCL and other soft tissue. Okay, please consider to remember there are two approaches, historically, anatomical approach and functional. Okay, thank you. So I will finalize talk in the Friday, day after tomorrow. Okay, see you on Friday.